Hello, everyone. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. We just had Mother's Day, and it brings a lot of feelings for me, and I'm sure it does for all those whose moms have gone from this physical world. I did write a book about my mom's life. It took me about 5 years, and it helped me a lot with the grieving and the healing um, as I miss my mom every day. I'd like to read a little bit of the introduction for you. It helped me a lot as I was guided to write it. Lydia is my mom's name, and I really think she is a teardrop from heaven. I think all moms are. Um, Beginnings and endings. Beginnings and endings seem to evolve as the theme of my writing. It led me to reflect and ask questions such as is it a beginning or is it an ending? Isn't there a beginning for every ending? Isn't there an ending for every beginning? I sat with these questions for quite some time. When I looked at life and all that it encompasses, it became very clear that for every beginning, there is an impending ending. And for every ending, there is a beginning unfolding. At the end of a moment, another moment begins. At the end of a day, another day begins. At the end of a season, another season begins. At the end of a year, another year begins. At the end of an old job, a new job begins. At the end of a career life, a retired life begins. And if reversed, at the beginning of a moment, another moment ended. At the beginning of a day, another day ended. At the beginning of a season, another season ended. At the beginning of a year, another year ended. At the beginning of a new job, an old job ended. At the beginning of a retired life, a career life ended. So, wouldn't it fall into the order of things that at the end of a physical life, another life begins? I looked for answers in nature. The leaves fall in the season of autumn. It brings an illusion that the tree isn't living, but as we all know, it is. Spring and summer bring new sprouts and blooms. The trees, bushes, flowers that do not live through the cold winter do leave their seeds, and spring brings new seedlings. A rose bush lives through the cold winter. It does not bloom in the winter in the form of a rose, but it will in the spring and summer. Does nature give us message of the eternal cycle of life? Is there a message here for us? The rain really doesn't disappear. It evaporates into the clouds. Then the rain, like teardrops, comes, and again it goes back to clouds, to oceans, to rivers, lakes. It nourishes the earth to support the cycle of life. I wondered why dying is thought of more as an ending than a beginning, causing much suffering and grief. The ending could be thought of as a completion. I like to think of this transition in gentle terms. Passing away is a completion of a journey in our physical body and a beginning unknown to human beings. It is really important to grieve the loss of a loved one. We are spirit beings in a human body. We live our lives here on earth through our human bodies. Life is joyful through the form of our bodies when we are connected to our spirit. Of course, we all have egos. Egos are part of the human experience. The ego voice is loud, and as we go through our earthly journey, finding ways to quieten it, to allow the subtle voice of the spirit to be heard, will open up our path to true joy. God, our Father, created human beings in his image and likeness. He created earth for human beings. I do believe that this world here on earth is not our real home. God's world is our real home. However, while we are here in this beautiful planet, we are being watched over by loved ones who are in the light of God. I do believe that my mom is with us, loving and watching over us while we go through our earthly journey. I hope you enjoyed listening to part of my introduction to my book, who which I wrote for just immediate family. I've had many requests about getting a copy of it, but at this point, it feels right to just keep it for family. Thank you. I really enjoyed sharing this little part with you. Hope you had a good Mother's Day and God bless. Remember, if your mother is not around physically, she is with you in the energy of love. God bless.